Joe Logan is the man who came back from the dead to take the bloodiest revenge in anime history. Apparently, he is a former ninja who escapes his clan and hides from his violent past. However, his former organization ambushed him and killed his treasured family right before his eyes. Not wanting an early escape in the anime, he wakes up from his 24-hour death and activates his old savage self. Find out how Logan executes his revenge on those people who take away his happiness. Logan is the adult Walmart version of the Full Metal Alchemist who lives his life as an ordinary farmer. After a long day of farming, he happily heads back home with his motorcycle to see his family. While he is engrossed in his work, his young son, Kyle, decides to sneak behind his father to scare him with his Oni mask. Logan turns to Kyle and playfully claims that he has eyes on the back of his head. Logan warns him that the Oni might take him, but Kyle is confident that his daddy dearest will protect him if they ever come after him. Logan playfully mentions that he could be more confident about defeating these fictional characters, but Kyle's MILF mom, Sarah, confidently declares that she will handle them for Kyle's sake. Logan jokingly remarks that he needs to finish repairing his motorcycle quickly, as Sarah will fight his angry Oni in their room. Elsewhere, while vibing with his music, a guy notices a man anxiously riding on a train. When he gets off, the man begins to run frantically as if something is after him. However, he's confronted by a group of ninjas who somehow know his secret. This group covers the area in smoke, and the man shows his insane fighting skills that rival Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. The attackers launch several blades at this guy, so he pulls out Knife-kun to fight back. The attackers then use ninja oversized needles, but this guy has crazy parkour skills in dodging, catching the needles with his teeth,
and firing them back at the attackers! Insane!
Unfortunately, this man is overwhelmed by their number, making him get captured when a contraption takes hold of his neck. A terrifying-looking man drags him and slams him into the ground. The evil enemy is a loyal fanatic of Henry VIII, so he cuts off the man's head using his sword. He even took documentation with his smartphone to confirm that their target had been eliminated. Later that evening, a news report reveals the unfortunate demise of the man, leaving Sarah worried that it could be the work of the Oni. Kyle bids his mother goodnight, and Logan reminds him about his upcoming birthday. With Kyle fast asleep, Logan diligently monitors the security cameras installed around his house. Sarah expresses her concern about the mysterious elimination of the man and the lack of information about his identity. Logan reassures her that there's nothing to worry about, and he guarantees that they won't be discovered in their secluded location. Sarah's main worry revolves around someone known as the Reaper, but Logan explains that it couldn't be him, since he always operated alone. The next day, a glimpse of Logan's cautious nature is shown as he meticulously wipes away their fingerprints from a door handle, ensuring their identities remain hidden. Their family continues to live a peaceful and normal life, with Logan doing his best to be a loving father who brings joy to his son. However, one night, there is breaking news about another killing from a mysterious organization. This incident marks one of several recent occurrences, prompting a large-scale investigation to uncover the truth behind these events. On Kyle's birthday, the affectionate family gathers for a delightful cookout, sharing jokes and singing songs while Kyle blows out the candles on his favorite birthday cake. As Kyle opens a present, he discovers a video game, and Logan surprises him with a new hero mask instead of the scary Oni mask. Kyle excitedly declares that he is no longer a bad guy but a hero, thanks to his new helmet. Sarah mentions that she simply enjoys seeing his normal face, and the whole family shares a heartfelt embrace. Later that night, Logan wakes up from bed but calmly instructs his wife to stay put. Logan quietly makes his way downstairs, where everything appears to be fine. Suddenly, something appears at the window, and Logan is ambushed. The attackers forcefully enter their house, but Logan skillfully fights off several of them. His exceptional abilities allow him to seize one of their weapons, and he uses his sword to eliminate multiple assailants. While he is taking down one opponent, Logan hears his son cry out, alerting him greatly. Without hesitation, Logan springs into action and blocks an attacker who tries to restrain him and completely incapacitates this individual. Logan swiftly rushes to locate his family, reaching for something, but another assailant shoots 2 metal needles directly into his throat. Despite the obstacles, Logan remains determined and refuses to stop. He musters up every ounce of his remaining strength to crawl up the stairs, even though the pain is unbearable. As he reached the second floor, he witnessed a shocking sight. Several attackers are defeated. However, his heart sinks when he sees the lifeless bodies of Kyle and Sarah on the ground. Overwhelming shock courses through Logan's body, and a sinister figure outside reveals that Logan's wife fought bravely before meeting a tragic end. This revelation ignites a blinding rage within Logan, but before he can react, a ninja stabbed him in the back. Despite his injuries, Logan desperately drags the attacker and is determined to reach his family. However, the damage to his body proves too much to overcome. Suddenly, The attackers realize that someone must have alerted the authorities as the distant sound of police sirens fills the air. The leader confirms that Logan is no longer alive, so they depart just before the police show up. Police arrive at the scene and are horrified to discover the slaughtered family. Sometime later, the seemingly lifeless Logan regains consciousness. His initial thoughts are of his deceased family, and he vomits due to the overwhelming emotions engulfing his body. The next time Logan awakens, he finds himself in a hospital, and the nurse urgently summons a doctor. Logan utters only his wife's name before passing out once again. Eventually, Logan wakes up, and a doctor explains that he miraculously returned to life after being pronounced dead. Logan couldn't care less and simply wanted to know about his wife and son. He learns that none of his family survived. At that moment, 2 FBI agents, Mike and Emma, arrive to visit him, hoping to get valuable information from him. Despite their several questions about the possible identity of the attacker, Logan remains silent. His growing anger is evident to Mike, sensing that it's not the right time to ask him questions. That said, Mike discreetly hands Logan his card and decides to leave. Later, though, Mike confides in Emma, expressing his intuition that Logan may know the attackers. They agree to take turns keeping an eye on Logan, and Emma volunteers to be the first. As Emma watches Logan from the rooftop, Logan is overwhelmed by a recent memory of bidding farewell to his family. The nurse discovered that Logan had intentionally locked the wheelchair, preventing any movement. Overwhelmed with grief and fury, Logan couldn't bear to approach his deceased loved ones. Now on the rooftop, memories of his wife and son flood his mind, fueling his anger. Logan's rage intensifies, and he reaches for his wrist, revealing a metal needle. Logan impales himself with the mysterious object, causing a peculiar transformation in his body. Suddenly, a group of assassins launches an attack on Logan. Fueled by his anger, Logan unleashes his inner fury and skillfully takes down multiple assailants, displaying astonishing strength and precision. Logan gains control of the fight. That's not all, though. He even performs a unique jutsu, transforming his body into a dense black smoke. His powerful move allows him to behead several ninjas swiftly. Emma, bewildered by the chaos, seeks answers from Logan, but he knocks her unconscious instead, with his rage still burning. Logan relentlessly continues his assault, tearing apart numerous attackers. Despite being vastly outnumbered, Logan strategically hurls a sword at the elevator, revealing his cunning plan. Using a pole as his defense, Logan forcefully pushes the remaining assassins into the elevator. It becomes evident that the assassins are now trapped inside with Logan, and not the other way around. Lifeless bodies are amassed as he ascends to another level, instilling fear in the hearts of any remaining enemies. Meanwhile, Mike grows concerned as Emma fails to answer his call, only to be shocked by the discovery of multiple ninja corpses. As Logan wraps up his business nearby, he unexpectedly encounters the leader of the ninjas. Memories flood Logan's mind, fueling his wrath as he launches an attack against the leader. However, this leader proves to be different from the rest. First, he defends himself skillfully and even traps Logan with a contraption around his neck, swiftly freeing himself. Logan and the leader engage in a fierce battle that is evenly matched. Again, Logan uses his smoke-breathing style number 13, Shadow Death, to deliver a devastating blow. Seizing the opportunity, Logan relentlessly strikes, ultimately bringing the fight to an end. He then demands answers about how they found him and his family and how they recognized his true identity. In a mocking tone, the boss remarks that Logan may alter his appearance, but he could never escape his destiny. Logan then startles this man and uncovers his disguise. Then, Logan remains silent and proceeds to end the leader's life. Afterward, Logan visits his family, but the sight is too painful for him to bear. Overwhelmed, he collapses to his knees. Logan eventually returns home and drills a hole into a wall, where he retrieves a hidden box containing various items, including a mask. Logan has now become the Japanese John Wick. As Logan gazes at a photograph, memories of his family flood his mind once again, just before Logan sets his family home on fire. A final glimpse of their family is shown. Logan watches as his once most treasured and peaceful life burns away. He then wears an Oni mask as the fire turns all of their happy memories into unfathomable revenge, shedding the identity of Joe Logan and taking his true identity, Joe Higan.